Good morning, everybody. Before I could just begin, may I please request all of you to please put your phones on silent mode or switched off so that we can have an undisturbed event. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed dignitaries, valued media, and influence partners, welcome to the rendezvous of tomorrow's promises today. As we lift the curtain, we're not just introducing a product, we're unveiling a vision. A vision where every sunrise marks a learner's day, filled with the boundless knowledge, personalized insights, and the promise of academic growth. With today's announcement, we are reimagining the daily learning journey, ensuring every 24 hours are packed with potential, progress, and purpose. Today also marks a significant milestone in our journey towards reshaping the educational landscape. We stand at the cusp of change, where technology seamlessly intertwines with pedagogy, creating experiences that were once imagined, now realized. To the media present here, your role in echoing our message far and wide, in shaping opinions and telling our story with integrity and depth it deserves, will be deeply valued. And to the influencers, your power to inspire and mobilize, to bridge the gap between innovation and masses, will be pivotal in the success of this launch. Thank you for being part of this transformative moment. Let's step into the future of education together. A trailblazer in the world of education and an eternal committed leader for the future education. A proud alumna of Sri Chaitanya, she ascended to reshape its academic horizons in profound ways. With an unwavering commitment to holistic development, Sushma seamlessly blends tradition with innovation. Passionate about fostering creativity, dedicated to empowering faculty, and devoted to guiding the young minds. As a testament to what modern education should aspire to be, she is just not an educationist. She is the embodiment of the transformative force in ever-evolving landscape of learning. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Sushma Boppana, Academic Director of Sri Chaitanya Educational Institutions and Founding Director of Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya.
Namaste, good morning. To all the press and media, everyone who's here, thank you so much for taking your time to be with us, to understand our product, to understand the impact that we are trying to bring to our student community around the country, not just in Karnataka. So let me start by saying that all of you must have in some way or the other been acquainted with Sri Chaitanya over the past 10 years that we are present in Karnataka. Sri Chaitanya is a 30-year-old organization which was started in Andhra Pradesh to begin with 86 students. But soon we went on to become the largest education chain for K-12 in the entire country and probably in Asia itself. So with that experience and knowledge, we wanted to launch Sri Chaitanya schools in everywhere, in every state in our country. And Karnataka happened 10 years ago. And the first 2-3 years, when we first came into Karnataka, we had an opportunity to conduct so many workshops with lots of parents to understand their aspirations and the students' aspirations, and to understand how can we connect our curriculum to the students of Karnataka. And similar exercise was done in several states around the country. And that helped us get a better understanding of a student's state of mind, their level of the level of teaching that is available, a level of academic support that is available in each and every city. And as you know, I'm sure you would have seen Sri Chaitanya results, and 2023 has been a phenomenal year, apart from the yearly results that we produce. And every year we are the one leading organization in the country with the top 10 ranks, top 100 ranks, and the number of seats in IITs, NITs, and medical colleges as well. And every single year, we beat everyone else with our top 10 ranks. And this year is an exceptional year. It's a very historic year because All India first rank in open category in IIT Advanced, Mains, and NEET. In all 3 streams of competitive exams that we work with, we were able to secure, and our students were able to achieve All India first rank in all these 3 different exams, which no institute in India has ever done before. So we're very proud of this historic result. And there are a lot of questions that come up. How do you do this every year? How do Sri Chaitanya students achieve this year on year? And there's a science behind it, obviously. There's a lot of learning. In 38 years, we were able to understand the psyche of the student, how the learning should happen, and how a teacher should teach the student, and how a teacher should work with the student to ensure the student improves. Right? The students are there, they want to learn. But the way the system, which is the teachers, the academic administration, and the parents, how all of us become a team around the student and work with the student to improve their capabilities and work on their strengths so they reach their respective goals. And that is our mission. And that has always been very exciting to understand and know for us. And we have cracked that code for sure. With 181 students securing below 1000 rank in All India IIT Advanced Exam in the country, we are almost at 20% there. So we have cracked that code of how to prepare students who have an ambition to get into the best of universities at the national level. And through this process, especially during COVID time, because Sri Chaitanya was limited to certain states at that time, if you look at 3 years before, primarily Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kolkata, Delhi. So there were few states only where we were present. And that kind of triggered the thought that, we have such a great system and we have an integrated curriculum that no one has in the country. So this could be useful for so many other children around the country. And with that, the thought of Infinity Learn came about. And I'm sure you've been seeing Infinity Learn, a lot of products. Your families must be starting to use that as well. It's a product that we have developed with the knowledge we have garnered through our brick and mortar schools and through our interaction with the teachers, students, and parents over the past 38 years. And we've launched Infinity Learn 2 years ago. And from then, our goal has been how to create that engagement, how to create outcomes similar to what we do in a classroom. Because engaging a student in an online mode is extremely difficult. As you all must have realized, your children, your sisters, brothers, everyone who studied during COVID time online, I'm sure you would have realized a lot of issues there. So how do we solve those issues and still help the student do better after school hours or during school hours? And the other problem statement was, as the years progress, we see in the quality of people coming into teaching as well, there is a difference. Year on year, certain years are very good and certain years the teachers need a lot of training. So these products that we are developing will help the teachers train themselves better so they can give the needed inputs to the students at the right time to improve the efficiency of each and every student who they are catering to. So our life has been about giving outcomes for students and seeing that success rate in the student. Because when a student finally ends up going into an IIT or an AIMS or a JIPMER or the best of medical colleges, engineering colleges in our country, of course, their career will take off. And it's truly inspiring and thrilling to see our students who finish their 4 years of undergraduation in IITs take on jobs with great companies, Samsung, Apple, Google, every international global company at a starting salary of 1 crore and above. I mean, that's just unimaginable 10 years ago to accomplish that after 4 years of undergraduation. And a lot of our children are doing that. And we're quite proud of that. And, I would honestly like to thank the parents for the support and the motivation they've been providing to us and as well as those students along this journey. So Infinity Learn is an online education platform that we have created. And it has definitely a great team of individuals passionately working together to ensure we give the best of education to students if they chose to study online. So there are 2 ways to do this. One is a student chooses to study online and we provide them a similar quality of education that we are able to deliver in the classroom and a similar quality of mentoring, monitoring as well. So the student is engaged and they don't lose track of their goals. The other way of doing that is a student wants to get supplemental help, like if he wants to watch videos and relearn a topic or solve questions and get his doubts clarified or take exams and make sure he understands where he stands and where to improve. So our online platform has several features that will help a student who wants to prepare for IIT or NEET or mains, or even any exam from 3rd grade onwards. Because we strongly feel that irrespective of the test they want to take, every child has to take some competitive exam at some stage in their lives. And for that, what is required is a proper analytical skills, conceptual understanding of whatever they are studying, and problem solving. Without that, in this day and age, in this generation, no child will be successful without developing that problem solving attitude within them. And for that, that analytical skills are extremely important, and our curriculums are designed for that, to make sure a student goes from point A to point B through a lot of different steps where he can think on himself. That creative abilities are what we are aiming for and what we've been working on in the past several years. And Infinity Learn is the tool and is the place for all of that to happen after school hours, especially for any student, Sri Chaitanya student or any student studying anywhere else. We are the support mechanism that was designed with all the intelligence that Sri Chaitanya system has, and to extend it to students in any part of the country, rural areas, cities, small towns, anywhere, so they can get a similar quality of inputs and understanding of the topics and the exams as well. Now, Sri Chaitanya also as an organization has been on a growth spurt, and we've been expanding quite a lot past 3 years, because this gave us an opportunity, and also this gave us the motivation that every city, tier 1, tier 2, we should be present to be able to support lots of students. And the same dreams that have come true in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, we want to ensure that students of other states also have availability or reach for the integrated curriculum and the teaching methodology that we have developed. Testing methodology, teaching methodology are the strong points for Sri Chaitanya, because that is how a student is identified. And that goal setting happens through the process, and also the ways to reach that goal happens through the teaching methodology as well as the testing methodology, because both of these will cover the mentoring, monitoring, all the other aspects required in education for a child to be successful. Today we are here to celebrate a launch of a new product. We are very thrilled and proud to launch this product today. The team has been working very closely and very hard in the past few months. So we have established some success with Infinity Learn. We have lakhs of subscribers today, and a lot of students are using our products in terms of videos, questions, assessments, doubt clarifications, all the features that are required for a student to complete their syllabus and do well in these exams. Now, we are heading towards our next step. And I'm sure all of you have heard about artificial intelligence in both positive and negative ways. There's a lot of talk about artificial intelligence, and in a not so good way also. But we see that in education, artificial intelligence can bring a massive impact to each and every student and their performance. So far, if you send your kid to a school, about 35, 40 students in a class, how much of an attention can each teacher give? Each subject teacher can give to that student while they're in the classroom. Yes, in Sri Chaitanya system, we have an adoption process where a child is handed over to an individual, an expert individual, who can monitor that performance throughout the year. But can we manually, how many subjects can we monitor? However best we do. And that is where I feel artificial intelligence comes into place, and it has the potential and the capability to personalize education and make sure we differentiate between child to child to understand what are the areas that a particular student is lagging behind, or what are the concepts that he's lagging behind, and how to bridge that gap. I think that this gives us an instant indicator as to how to fix that problem for the student. And it's beautiful. I'm sure today you'll go through all the different features that we have developed and yet to develop. And we aspire to be one of the topmost companies who is able to do so. And thankfully, we have all Sri Chaitanya students who are eager to use this product as well, apart from the students other than Sri Chaitanya. A simple example of when a student is solving a question. You have a doubt, you want to know the answer. And when you go to a teacher, you know the behavior, right? Most teachers give you a solution and say, this is the answer, and this is how you arrive at the answer. The steps are written and given to the student. But does that help the student understand how to arrive at each and every step, how to think about the solution in multiple dimensions? to see which is the shorter way, which is the longer way, what is the most effective answer. And if a similar question related to that concept is asked in the future, will this thought process be sufficient to solve the other questions also? I think that is where artificial intelligence comes into play. Today, our Vista project has one of the main features that we are launching is that where a student gets help, a limited help to start with. He'll get a hint or he'll be asked a question as to what will you think or how do you want to think and solve this question. So in that interactive method, we want the student to arrive at an answer by himself, where the chances of that student repeating that similar mistake later gets nullified. That is what we are trying to do. We are wanting to make the student think as much as possible rather than spoon feeding or delivering the answers to them. So that is how powerful an artificial intelligence tool can be. And there are a lot of other features which will be explained today. But we hope with the launch of Vista, our product is stronger. Infinity Learn online platform will be much stronger. And students in Sri Chaitanya and outside Sri Chaitanya who will have access to this will definitely benefit in learning better and better every single day. And with these products, our hope is, India is a large country. There are millions and millions of students who want to study, aspire to do well, go to the best of universities, find a brilliant career ahead of them. And yes, they have all that opportunity. But for that one-on-one tutoring is needed for most students. If you look at the number of students, only probably 2 to 5% of students are very self-motivated, that they want to work on their own, they're motivated enough to ask questions in the right time. So the rest of what happens to the rest of the students is the question. So the rest of the students can do better if they get the tutoring help, one-on-one help, where they're constantly guided, constantly motivated, so that they are engaged and they want to reach their goals. And that is our destiny. We want to work with such children to promote them and to make sure they show considerable improvement through our value add. We want to be part of their life journey. We want to be part of their success and their dreams, and to ensure that they reach their goals with our constant support throughout their education cycle. And artificial intelligence definitely gives that opportunity at a very low cost or zero cost actually. Once we launch the product, every student will have access to this at zero or a very small cost. And that helps a student have his own tutor at home, once he goes from school to the house. And all of you know that, and I know that clearly, how many schools in our country are able to solve every student's doubts or questions today? At Sri Chaitanya, we are at least fortunate to have a proper system in place to cater to the students' doubts and clarify and counsel them. But there are a lot of schools where that doesn't happen on a daily basis. Now a student will have a tutor at home through our Vista product, where he can ask questions, clarify however many questions he wants. And students are very different. They come in a different psychologies. Some are very outspoken, some are very shy, some are hesitant to ask, with peer pressure or whatever, whatever aspects. But this one-on-one tool that they have will help get rid of all these inhibitions, and they will be able to ask their questions, get them resolved, and be ready for whatever is coming next for them. So there are multiple advantages of this, and the other main advantage is for our teachers. We want to support our teachers, and they're working very hard. Our teachers are, we are in a way very fortunate in our country to find the best and more motivated teachers around, because they want to help students at the end of the day. And who helps the teachers is the question. And of course, at Sri Chaitanya, we conduct numerous workshops, orientations, give them every possible help in terms of synopsis, material, worksheets, homeworks, a lot of different things to make their lives easier, and to train our teachers also on an ongoing basis, so they get upgraded. But with our Vista tool, now our teachers can also draft lesson plans using artificial intelligence. They can understand how to practically come up with ideas that they can engage students and create that environment of interactive learning in a classroom. So it helps the teachers immensely, I believe, and that is where we are headed. And our life has been dedicated to helping students and teachers in the past 38 years. And with new technologies emerging, it will only make it more exciting, more fruitful, and easier to reach and show the outcome of both of these efforts. So thank you so much for being here today. And I hope you appreciate our products and appreciate our work all these years. And definitely, I think 2023 has been phenomenal, again, I repeat, in terms of results. And mainly Karnataka students have amazed us year on year in the past 10 years. And they are the brightest of minds, and they have that original intelligence. Combined with little hard work, they can go much farther than they are today, but we are working towards that. We have about 90,000 students in Karnataka today, and it's not a small number. And it gives us a lot of experience. It gives us a lot of knowledge in how to help more and more students going forward in this beautiful state. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sushma, for the enlightened words. At the forefront of reimagining education, Ujjwal epitomizes the blend of tradition and future-focused innovation. With a belief rooted in revitalizing the education landscape, he is a torchbearer for ideation, ingenuity, relentless growth, and inclusivity. Steering Infinity Learn, the pioneering Edtech venture of Sri Chaitanya Group, Ujjwal's leadership shapes and actualizes the brand's core vision and values of Bacha Sikha Ki Nahi. Having played pivotal roles earlier, he's woven a tapestry of successful educational programs across diverse terrains. Yet, amidst these accolades, what truly defines Ujjwal is his insatiable hunger for learning. A lifelong learner at his core, his vision is crystal clear: to deliver impactful, outcome-centric education, not just across India, but every corner of the globe. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Ujjwal Singh, the founding CEO of Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya, is about to address and launch this event.
Hello. Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Sushma. Really appreciate setting this context for us. So I'm going to take around 20 odd minutes overall. Set a few contexts for all of you. Can we change this, please? Thank you. When we started Infinity Learn, we had only one aspiration to say, how can we use technology to provide education at an affordable cost as much as possible? We have focused a lot more in the first 2 years, understanding Sri Chaitanya ways of learning, we call it pedagogy, and try to imbibe them over the technology platform so that we actually can deliver the similar experience of teaching and learning. For the first time, we are talking about something which is technology. For any education to reach every household, for the first time, we are going to talk about technology. I'm going to set context a little for all of you. There are 3 things which AI can do very well. We have been really working hard. There's an amazing team which works with us. We have been really looking at, it should not look like technology for a student point of view. It should look like life of a normal day. To do that is the most difficult thing. To make it simple is more difficult. Complex was easy. So we looked at saying that what is very important for us? Pedagogy, the ways of teaching and learning. And we looked at doubts is something which is very, very critical, as Sushma ji was talking about. Practice is very, very critical for a learner. Summative assessment, when I write a test, when I get a score, how do I make it better? Is a very critical thing. And check for understanding, this is formative assessment. While I'm learning, can I actually see whether I'm learning or not? And you'll see some very interesting examples. Process excellence, we also call it governance. While the child is alone on the technology platform, what kind of governance will help? I think this is something most important while during COVID times, most of the platform faced. And we think AI can solve this problem. And I'm going to talk a little more about this. But the most important thing, I think, which is not done yet, and we are attempting to do this, is all about motivation. Till now, there's a Didi, there's a Bhaiya, somebody at home, somebody in the school who's a human being who have been motivating us, nudging us to take this forward. For the first time, we think a huge amount of actual data, actual nudging can happen over the technology platform, and AI can do a good job here as well. So there are the three areas where Vista's AI will work. But how does this look like today? We think in 2023, what we're going to show you is a point solution. You ask me a question, we answer you, is a point solution. If there's a problem, we solve that problem, is a point solution. What is just in early 2024, how we see this is that imagine a teacher always around me. It's just that level. And by 2025, we are talking about system solution, which is like an ecosystem. Who would have thought that EVs will take over, electric vehicles will take over so much, or how electricity changed the world? We think with good vertical AI for education, we can change the system. Children can actually have an amazing experience of learning. We fairly understand the test prep business, so we really want to ensure that by 2025, the way test prep is envisioned is changed forever. That's our aspiration, and we are going to talk about that. But before that, I want to take you to a world which is few months away, and you'll experience, we have created an experience center as well. You'll experience some of this, but it's a 6-minute video for the first time. We haven't shown this to anybody. This is for the first time we are launching it. It's not on YouTube, anywhere else. Maybe go in next few days. But this is the world which we envision from a day in a learner's life. Can we just show the video first?
Rohan, you have a summative test in school today on gravitation. You have studied it before, but do you wish to revise it quickly?
The future of learning is here. Introducing AI Vista, your best companion, buddy, and teacher, anywhere, anytime. Flashcards, a question or concept on one side and the answers on the other, helps memorize by breaking down complex information into smaller, bite-sized pieces, easier to retain and recall.
Oh, looks like you've got it. But you know what helps before exams? A quick test to know where you truly stand. What say?
Sure, why not?
CYOT. Create your own test. Analyzes your past test performances and spots where you often go wrong, and crafts a new test focusing on those areas, ensuring you master them.
Rohan, looks like you fared well. You used principle of superposition to solve this equation. But you know what? You could have taken this approach here, skipped this step and saved yourself some time. Also, the formula you applied here was right. You could have gone directly to the answer. But consider how quickly you could have solved it using the principle of shell theorem. But great work. All the best for your test today. Break a leg.
Got it. Thanks a lot.
No matter the time, it helps you stay mentally prepared by being there for you and inspires self-assurance.
Hey Rohan, how did you do on the gravitation test today, huh?
Absolutely killed it, bro. I think I just might get the perfect score.
No way. When have you ever got a perfect score, Rohan? Even Professor X will faint if you got more than 70%.
Exactly. Bro, this time, I'm gonna beat you for sure.
Dude, Professor X gave me 90% today on the CYOT. So I think you guys can surely try.
Well, it not only prepares you for your test, but helps you practice and lets you know your mistakes like
Overconfidence, I see. I always tell you to revise your paper before submitting. However, I'm more concerned with this question. Why don't you re-watch this section here and let's discuss?
Sure, let's try.
Hey Rohan, you did good with the CFU questions. Now, how about a quick practice test?
Sure, why not?
The value of acceleration due to gravity g can be considered as constant inside small spaceship orbiting around the Earth. So astronaut feels weightlessness. If space station orbiting around has a large size, the variation in g matters and astronaut will experience gravitational force. Hence, he can detect gravity. Rohan, you have understood the theory of it. Also, the gravitational force does not depend upon the medium in which the objects are placed. Gravitation force is a long-range force that exists between any two objects with mass no matter what the distance between them. For example, the force between the Sun and Earth acts even when the medium is vacuum. I knew it. Whenever you get stuck, taking a step back is a great advice. I believe you have aced it now. Keep it up.
Unlock boundless learning that goes beyond the confines of physical and virtual realms, transcending conventional pedagogical approaches. Immerse your children in motivational, personalized challenges, forging potent learning pathways. This guarantees profound comprehension, enduring retention, superior readiness, and ultimately stellar achievements, empowered by the unparalleled capabilities of AI. Exclusively at Infinity Learn Vista, pioneering the future of education.
Thank you guys, I think this is amazing. So I'm going to reiterate, we are trying to do a vertical AI for education. So it means that this AI tool is built for education, for teaching and learning, and this is not a normal AI. I'm just going to give you an example for easier understanding. All of you would have heard about ChatGPT. If you go, 5 of you write the same question on ChatGPT, you might get different answers. But in a real teaching and learning, you can't do that because children have to learn and they can't run anything which is not right. So AI for education was required. We took this responsibility and we think what we have done is a very customized AI tool for teaching and learning purpose. The second thing which is critical for us is that at any given point of time, we are not saying that you have to be on the device, on the platform all the time. If you see, if it is exam morning, if you spend 15, 20 minutes, half an hour is good enough. Evening you come, you spend again 15, 20 minutes, half an hour is good enough. That's how we understand it is very customized or tailored for individual learners. That's what Vista is all about. This is called Virtual Intelligence System for Tailored Academics. Means it's tailored for individuals. It is not one common solution for everybody. And all the other learners might be actually learning something similar or very different at the same point in time. I'm just going to show a few examples and then we will move to question answer, and then you can experience whatever we have shown here yourself. So how learning happens? We'll go in the same sequence. So while I'm learning and I'm alone at home, the first thing which a lot of students do is that they run a video, they don't attend the video, or they're not listening to. So can you go to CFU, which is, we call it formative learning and formative assessment.
Action reaction pair हैं. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. Action reaction pair हैं. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. I hope this is clear. Action reaction pair हैं. Every action has equal and opposite reaction.
So we call it formative assessment during the phase of learning. If you are asked, you understand in today's day, for a learner to engage on any video or any kind of learning for a long is difficult. So we keep creating these small nudges so that they are attentive to whatever is taught to them at various points in time. And this is all automated. It's not the teachers are asking, it's the teacher or anybody else manually is doing it. This is what the teacher is teaching. A question will pop up, they answer, you make a mistake, you're taken to a hint, and you're brought back to the class. Can you go to Doubts AI? Thank you. This is one of the most complex things for us to build, because usually, as Sushma ji was talking about, you ask a doubt, somebody can answer. But children actually don't learn by answering. You have to keep him in this journey of learning, ask him, saying that, do you want a hint? Do you want anything else to solve this problem? Do you know how to solve the first step? No, I don't know how to solve the first step. Can I go ahead and just help him to solve the first step and allow him to? And that's how children learn most of the time, whatever they are learning in real life. I think that's what we try to not give answers, because giving answers will help him copying or anything else. Not give answers was the most important thing for us. So that's the second one. I'm just going to do 3 more and then we'll leave Gandhiji for next time. Can we go to summative assessment, please? Summative assessment have been really, really tough for teachers to check questions and give marks, and when the children or the parent go ahead and look at home why I got 2 out of 4, actually they don't know. Sometimes there's some remarks, sometimes there's no remarks. What we are trying to say is that, can we decode summative assessment? This is a very interesting project for us. Actually came from Chaitanya family to say that why we should try to solve this. This can actually save a lot of teacher time, a lot of parents' anxiety that if my child has to score better, how can they score better? I think this is where the problem statement came, and then we are working closely with a lot of students within Sri Chaitanya to see how, and teachers, that how do I solve this. We will go to teacher assistant and then go to AI tutor. This is no teaching and learning is complete without teacher being part of it. We think whatever AI will do, physical teacher will have a lot of role to play inside the classroom. And that's why we built this, so that they can start using it. The help to the teacher is that data which flows back. So the teacher knows that how the class has done, how my students are performing, and if I need to customize my class, that's something they haven't understood, they can understand that. The last one, AI tutor, will take a minute to show you. I think a lot of people are doing this. It's more hygiene for us. Can we have lights? The last thing which I will tell you, that most complex thing in all of this is that we are dealing with young children. So how can we make it safe? How can we make it ensure that we are not teaching something wrong? Where the two biggest problems which we are trying to solve. We have started experimenting with or piloting with thousands of students, but we think we are ready to go to market, and that's why we're doing this event. But most important is that we don't want to do anything which is wrong for children. So that's why we have taken this much time. We might be a little late, but we think Vista can solve a lot of problems in the education domain, whether from teacher point of view, learner point of view, or even through learner, the parent point of view. They will have much more interesting insights in the day-to-day. On that note, my presentation is over.
I also need one opportunity with you and Sushma is, have the tablet for a photo opportunity, please.
Okay.
We'll just bring the tablet on the stage. So please, Sushma, join us.
Can you get 2 tablets, Rahul?
Thank you, Ujjwal. Thank you, Sushma. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the junction where imagination collides with reality. It's the moment where your burning curiosity meets the logic and purpose behind Vista. Without any further delay, we open the floor for questions.
So last year, we actually did revenue of 100 crores. So that's the 100 crore club. Okay. So we rupees 100 crores. It's not $1 million, it's rupees only. Hyderabad. Yeah.
Sir, Ujjwal, there is a question for you also. Vista, obviously, is a track-driven education tool, I can say. Vista.
Yes,
obviously, all the compliances are in place because have you embedded with any educational institutions apart from Chaitanya?
So we work almost 40 schools apart from Chaitanya.
Yeah.
And so we are working with a lot of students, sir. We have 7.5 lakh students who are on our platform on a day-to-day, on a normal B2C, they work with us apart from Chaitanya. So there's a lot of students who come to us for normal content learning. And Vista is actually helping slowly and gradually these students.
So what is the downloading cost of this?
So there are various packages on that. The normal test, if you want to take a test, the premium package is around 35 to 40,000 rupees, and the lowest package is 500 to 600 rupees. Depending on what the student subscribes, they buy those packages. The test prep starts from grade 8th. If you see, this is basically a friend. Otherwise, what is happening is that when they go to normal, any other platform, there are a lot of information. This is customized for education. I think that's the only difference, but you're right, and that's why we think that if the child spends 15-20 minutes in the morning to fresh that what I'm going to do in the school and then comes back and takes the help, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, I think that's good enough on the platform.
Sir, I have one more observation.
Yes,
because this AI and chat GPT, now they have come in the picture, and the interaction between the classroom culture, what I'm telling, the Indian traditional education system is built on the classroom system. And
I'll request ma'am also to join me on this question particularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The classroom culture is being is questioned, I can say, in this case.
Yeah.
So what happens, the interaction between the teacher and the students when in the chat GPT and AI is almost nullified, I can say. So student has to prepare on his own with referring to techno-driven tools, I can say. So in this case, there is a fear that they are going to lose the jobs, particularly the teaching fraternity. It is already there, it is there. The introduction of chat GPT and AI is giving a phobia, I can say. It's not the question, it's not the psychological feeling, it is a phobia that the teaching fraternity is having that doubt that we may lose our job in the future consequences. How that you are going to tackle this issue?
So I'm going to request her to answer because Chaitanya has in the family almost 50,000 people in the academic side. And then I'm going to come back and say that how technology can enable teachers.
That's an excellent question. When I spoke, I mentioned that there's a lot of negativity around artificial intelligence also. I think this is one of the aspects where teachers feel threatened and parents feel that lack of communication will affect the students in the future. Artificial intelligence, I don't think it can ever replace a teacher for the K-12 segment because these are young children where they need to be in a classroom surrounded by knowledgeable individuals who can guide them, who can make sure proper ethics and morals are developed in the students as well as proper communication and teamwork is built within them as groups. So I don't think it's a replacement. The way this will be successful or you'll see this working in the coming future is classroom model is here to stay. That will stay. But the artificial intelligence or the Vista product that we have, I foresee that helping teachers and students elevate themselves and improve on how they are working today, because it will be able to identify exactly where they are going wrong without human emotion. Right? When a teacher tells a student you're doing this wrong 10 different times, a student gets fed up because they will feel there is a bias, there is a lot of different emotions that goes on around. But when technology keeps giving you certain inputs every single day and feedback every single day, we will absorb it. We will understand it, we will take it positively and work on it. And same is applicable both for teachers as well as students. So we feel this will be a supplemental a process of correction, in the whole system. Wherever few kids are struggling today to get the needed attention or the needed help and needed motivation, this will work excellently well. And for the best of students, it will help in a way that, we can't look at each and every student in each and every topic, each and every question in such a micro detail to understand where their concept can be wrong, where the student is thinking in a misconceptual way and how to rectify it. So this will help enormously in that effort to ensure that we get that right and we make those changes accordingly.
Thank you. I think I'm going to give you an example. So imagine the doctor-patient relationship. Vista is that test report card through which the teachers can identify the specific problem in children and start giving specific solution to. I think what artificial intelligence is going to do is they continue the learning. So today at 8 o'clock the school is starting, by 2:30, 3 o'clock the school ends. How can we continue the learning even at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock if the learner wants to learn? That's what AI will do, that's what Vista will do. Extend the learning hours depending on when the learner wants to learn. I'm going to play and come back and start studying at 8 o'clock. Now most of the young generation is very nocturnal. They love studying in the night. So who is going to help me at that point of time? The Vista is going to help me. That's what we think is going to happen.
And also to add on to that, I think this will be helpful for kids who do not have or can't afford to get tuitions and other support at home. Affordability is also a criteria and a constraint for a lot of Indian parents. And this will immensely help them because they don't have to spend an extra rupee on tuitions and other support mechanisms apart from school. And we are well prepared for that. We want to ensure that all the downsides of using artificial intelligence, as you rightly put, there will be some certain things. So it has to be regulated, modulated, and also with huge observation. And we have to keep observing student behavior, teacher behavior, the amount of information it's going, how it's being consumed. All of that has to be monitored to make sure we get our set of rules right to begin with, and where it can be used, where it can't be used. And it will be a learning for each and every one of us as we go on. But there's a lot more positive than the one or two negative things we see at this point of time.
Hello. The top-end education institutions, and they make their fortune. What about the rest 95% of the students? And you should really think in such a way so that 95% are really going to contribute for the Indian economy. In fact, that the sustainability, I can say, the sustainability of the Indian economy lies in that 95%, and most of the cream, the which you have produced, will go out of India. So how to retain our talent in India only for India? So this is the most concerned and the most concerned subject matter nowadays. And you people, the people at the hem, I can say, the Chaitanya tools, they have to think over it, and you should find an answer for this question. Definitely. We should work out for the real future generation of the Indian students.
I have two answers to this.
Yeah.
One is, I agree with you. Second is that, preparation itself. Talk to the students who have prepared for JEE. Preparation still prepares you for life. Because it is not that you crack it or you don't crack it. After that, you do many things. You do engineering from somewhere. Preparing. Absolutely. We are not at all here to say that, okay, technology-driven education, but we are saying once you prepare for life. So that's why I'm saying I agree with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ujjwal. And to all of you, thank you for the insightful questions and engaging discussion. We trust that you now have a clearer grasp. As we transition to the next exciting phase, we have certain tablets placed around that corner for all of you to first-hand experience what the learner and tutor can do, what we did on the stage. Apart from that, we're also pleased to inform you that the delicious lunch spread awaits, and you could also indulge yourself. Thank you so much for a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much.
Today we are very proud and happy to launch Infinity Learn Vista, our artificial intelligence supported education product that we are launching. The goal is to make sure our students and teachers are enabled and supported by this tool. Our goal at Sri Chaitanya has always been very simple, to be able to cater to every student around the country, anywhere, whoever wants to learn and do well in their life. And Sri Chaitanya is a 38-year-old organization with 850 schools and 850,000 students today around the country, in every single state around our country. And we have been working consistently to develop proper curriculums with an integrated curriculum, so a student can rely only on us to get his desired result. And these 38 years have been phenomenal in gathering so much information about a student behavior, learning constraints, and how teachers can deliver this information and develop the analytical skills in students. Our focus is mainly on developing memory, analytical skills, creativity, and also problem-solving skills. Because our core belief is when we are able to develop that analytical skill and creativity in a student, he will be fine. Wherever he goes in the world, whichever field he enters, he will develop the problem-solving ability and survive that. So that is our main intent behind designing these curriculums. And Sri Chaitanya today has about 35,000 teachers around the country who participate and develop these curriculums, which will be useful for so many children all over in every single state. And Infinity Learn is our effort to make sure this methodology is available to every student, even in rural area in any corner of our country where they don't have access to quality education. We want every child to have equal opportunity and succeed, irrespective of the financial background or irrespective of the location. And today, Infinity Learn Vista will be the future, and it will definitely motivate and encourage a lot more children to improve themselves and do better. And it will definitely train and motivate a lot of teachers to deliver even better methodology in the classroom, so that finally our end goal is to make sure our students succeed and they fulfill their dreams. Thank you. Any questions? Thank you.
Okay, hi, I'm Ujjwal. I'm the founding CEO of Infinity Learn, and we just launched Vista, the new AI platform for education. I think this is maybe one of the first in India which is an AI platform suited for education. When the child is going back home and he's alone, and if he continues the learning, whatever has been taught inside the school, we support him in that model, and which is available for all the learners who have taken our online full classroom program at this point of time, but we intend to take it to all the students in India and make it easy to learn at their own pace, at their own home. And this is safe for learners because the Vista is an intelligent system which ensures that just from the internet no content is thrown to students, and it is helping the learner on a day-to-day life.